1 year ago, I spoke to you and we were patting each other on the back, thinking we had won the war against COVID-19. Today, we know that that is completely untrue. COVID is here to stay. We need not fear COVID, but we must respect it. We must learn to lead our lives, to continue with our work, to innovate, to contribute in the midst of COVID-19. The world cannot stop. Babies are born, our children go to school, our young ones enter university, get new jobs, and they have to live a life that is fulfilling. However, man has always been able to embrace change. Whether it is the motor vehicle changing transport, whether it is security changing the way air travel works, whether it is technology in terms of the mobile phone or computers, we have managed to adapt and improve despite the fact that even midway in our lives, we require to change. The motto of MIOT is putting patients first. A healthcare entity cannot function without looking at the world as a whole. When we look at COVID-19, the only way forward is for us to respect the other person's health. Despite our individual choices, despite our individual beliefs, we must remember that we can get back our lives only by embracing change, new protocols, and adhering to rules. We adhere to rules all the time, even without thinking about it. When you go to get a driver's license, you're happy to get one, and you're happy to follow the rules required to drive a vehicle on the road. Similarly, when you go to university or when you join a new place of work, you're happy to embrace and adapt and follow the rules that require harmony and productivity. It's the same thing with COVID, no different. And we should not forget that the threat of COVID currently is real. It is not something that is made up. We have seen for ourselves the way disregard of the rules, the way one weak link can result in a huge amount of loss, suffering, and a halt to the way we live our lives. I wish you all a very good year on this 23rd Founders Day, and I'm sure that all of us will be able to adapt and adopt to live a wholesome life while we continue to respect COVID-19.
On this 23rd Foundation Day of MIOT, I would like to talk about MIOT's commitment to care. Our patients expect us to provide care anytime, any day, and whatever the scenario on the ground may be. By fulfilling this, over the last 23 years, MIOT International has evolved from a single specialty to 63 specialties. Even during the height of the pandemic, patients came to us from different corners of the globe, such as Russia and Fiji, trusting the world-class healthcare offered at MIOT International. Nevertheless, several patients in Seychelles who needed eye care were unable to travel owing to the fear of contracting COVID illness during the long, arduous journeys to reach MIOT India. Hence, MIOT invested time, energy, and capital to launch MIOT International Total Eye Care in Seychelles to carry out eye surgeries at their doorstep. Identifying the patient's desire for shorter stay in hospital during the pandemic, MIOT launched a biplane cath lab with cone beam CT, 3D echo, and software intelligence to execute all challenging procedures with safety, accuracy, and speed. The biplane cath lab also facilitates the patient's quick return home from the hospital. With the economy affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, most hospitals failed to support their staff and their patients with required financial investments. Yet, MIOT functioned commendably by supporting all the needs of its 3,000 employees and patients with supreme care and comfort. Understanding the after effects of COVID patients, we started Breathe Easy Clinic, an initiative for post-COVID lung care. Going one step further, MIOT initiated the Unlock Your Mind program to eliminate the emotional distress of COVID to patients and their families in order to deliver the best post-procedure care for patients. MIOT established the Rehab Center, a first of its kind in India for neuro, spine, and ortho patients to reclaim their lives using advanced technologies. This rehab center is also designed to help patients with post-COVID-19 sequelae to recover quickly. The management always leads the way in embracing safe healthcare practices. We have shown by example to the society at large in taking the first, second, as well as booster doses of the COVID-19 vaccine to dispel any misgivings the public may have about its safety. In these 23 years of togetherness, the contribution from every MIOT staff is laudable. However, the management extends its arms to reward some of the staff for their sterling efforts by going beyond the call of duty. With our legacy of putting patients first, our care never stops to evolve. Our care never stops to adapt. Our care never stops to reach out. And our care never stops to heal. MIOT International, we never stop caring.